In the heart of one of Ohio's largest cities sits one of the oldest and most haunted cemeteries in Northeast Ohio. Erie Street Cemetery. Established in 1826, this was Cleveland's first permanent resting place, a historic ground where many of the city's earliest pioneers and leaders lie in eternal rest. Even though the cemetery has a few hundred headstones, it is reported that there are between 8,000 and 18,000 unmarked graves. Many of these were moved from an older graveyard, and it's believed that these restless spirits account for most of the hauntings. One of the most unsettling apparitions is the woman in white, who can sometimes be seen walking the grounds. But she's not the only spirit haunting these tombs. From 1861 to 1863, the Erie Street Ghost was the most well-known and feared entity of its time. Described as a towering white figure, it was said to stand 10 feet tall, with some accounts claiming it reached up to 25 feet. Was this something demonic, or perhaps something ancient that was disturbed? Another notable resident of this cemetery is Jacosa, a Native American chief of the Sioux tribe, also known as Chief Walking Bear. According to legend, Chief Walking Bear believed his time on this earth was coming to an end and set out for his ancestral lands. However, he passed away here in Cleveland before reaching his home. Some say his spirit is restless because he is not in his desired resting place, and that he too haunts these grounds, his journey to peace unfinished. Now, let's begin. Alright, we're at Erie Street Cemetery. One of the oldest cemeteries in Cleveland. Actually, the oldest cemetery in Cleveland. So, we'll see if we get some communication over here. And like always, I'm going to start off with the EMF detector. Yeah, I usually get nothing with the EMF, so we'll try. Alright, we're going to use the digital recorder. Ask some questions. I'll do that right here. Alright. Really didn't get anything. Is there anybody here? It's a really nice cemetery that you got here. I'm not sure if that was... I know they always talk about a lady in white. Who is the lady in white? I won't be here for long, so if you want to communicate, come forward and say something. Is there anybody that would like to say anything while I'm here? I don't know if that was a radio station, but it kind of sounded like it said maybe.
How many people are here? Okay, that almost said like it said 100, but I don't think so. I think that was just like a radio station coming through. Just like a lot of these are. Do you have a name? Do you have anything you'd like to say before I go? I am here. Who is here? I'm not sure what that one said. Okay, that's just a radio station. If I'm speaking with anybody, is it a man or a woman? I think I'm just going to end this session. Alright. Exploring Cleveland's oldest cemetery. Some of these are pretty old. There's a lot of groundhogs out here. You can tell it is really old. I think the oldest grave here is from 1830 or 1827. Oh. That's a freaky ass tree. Oh, you got little groundhogs living in there. Alright. Everett. Let's try to see if we can find a really old. Oh my god, this has got a little tunnel system going. A little burrow going in and out. See another fellow over there. A lot of these gravestones are like toppled over and stuff, broken in half. I'm surprised they don't do anything to fix this. That area looks pretty creepy too. The only issue with this area, or this cemetery, is that you're in the middle of the city, so you're gonna get a lot of background noise. I know they say there's one story talking about seeing a lady in white, but that's like it's like the quintessential spirit for every graveyard or any place haunted is a spirit in white. But we'll see. Look at him. It's a big old fella. (1858). George B. Infant son. 1843. Those are their headstones. I don't know if well, they closed the gates. I'm not sure if homeless people live in here. There's just some trash and some stuff. But it is the 4th of July. Look at that. So, I'm gonna try doing a spirit box right over here. Thomas and Harriet Davis Philansby, 1941, 1942. Oh, they died about a year apart, and they were born about a year apart. Alright, let's try it here. Mrs. Philansby here. Is Julia here? I'll try something. I'll try the EMF detector out here. So if there's anybody around me, would you look at that? I wonder what that could be. If there's anybody around me, you can approach and get that light to yellow. Ooh, would you look at that? Okay. Are you a male? Get it to yellow if you're a male. Oh, okay. Turn it off. If you can do that for me. Okay, that was pretty cool. I'm not doing anything to it. It's just, is there more than one of you? If there is more than one, try to get it to the red. Nothing. If there's only one, get it to the orange or the yellow. I'm not sure. Are there any power lines around me? There is. I mean, I'm in the middle of the city. I don't know if any. Let me just walk a little further. James Wright. Is this James Wright that I'm speaking to? Okay, I mean, I'm not sure what to make of that. It's just going. If this is James Wright, get it to yellow again. Oh. Okay. If I'm speaking to James Wright, how many spirits are here? Are there more than 5? Get it to yellow if there's more than 5. Is it only you? It's starting to rain. It's not going off. I think I might do the spirit box over here because I've never actually had. This is the first time having this EMF detector go off like that. Let me place it here. This is Mr. Wright. Can you get it to go back to yellow again? Maybe you don't want to put it there, disrespect or anything. Alright, that was pretty cool. Well, thank you if that was you, Mr. Wright. Starting to, the rain's starting to pick up. I'm under some trees, so we'll see how this goes. Might have to cut this one short. Okay. Whoever was manipulating the EMF detector, you can come forward. And that's a radio station. Let me get the volume up. Is there anybody here that'd like to speak? There's a big ass spider over there. Is Chief Walking Bear still around? I know they say that there's, even though you see this many gravestones, there's over 8,000 people who are buried here. They're not marked or anything. This is a very old cemetery. Alright, I'm gonna have to cut this one short. I really appreciate it. I felt like I got the EMF detector thing was the thing that I was like really surprised at. I've never actually had that happen to me. But I'm gonna get back on the road. Yeah, it's a little too much. Gotta cut this one short.